So we'll start. So this is the last part of the first content of Unit 1, market positioning. Positioning is where you are making your product to move on to someone's mind, reminding the customers that your product is so awesome is known as market positioning. So the best thing of market positioning is about persuading customer to remember the product. You remember this advertisement of Clogard? Have you ever seen this Clogard advertisement? Let it load until that. So market positioning is reminding a person by putting the same advertisement again and again. People will be pursued without their knowledge. Sometimes, like I remember in small years, we had this song from Apiraja Ibbu. Have you watched Apiraja Ibbu? Then there was something cartoon called Veda, what do you say, Sura Papa Jim Papa. So these cartoons they persuade us a lot in small age. We used to act like Sura Papa, Jim Papa. We fight with Roman Kareo. We have Veda Papa. My big brother becomes Veda Papa who has cinnamon, cardamom. He puts in a pot. He gives spices to us. So this is a play which we played, but this is a point of market positioning. People put something in your mind briefly, contently, without your knowledge is known as market positioning. A brand, an image. Now, for example, when you see iPhone, you remember iPhone is some sort of awesome product. This positioning is only done by certain brand companies because they want to keep their product safe and long to be used by the organization. So people remembers these products without their ideology. So this is an old advertisement. Can you hear this voice? The
Yeah.
Mitsui Cement, bonded for life.
Okay, what did you get from this advertisement? It's been like years. This guy is hitting the wall, and finally he done. It took him years, and the lady is also having the same flower and is withered. That's one of the funniest advertisement, which persuaded us a lot. So we remember this cement advertisement. There are certain funniest advertisement of Sri Lanka, which we really love in small age. But I don't know nowadays these advertisements are not coming. So whenever I have a class of positioning, I always remind my students that there was an advertisement of Mitsui Cement because this is one of my favorite advertisements. There are a lot of advertisements I can show, but we have limited of time. Anyway, so we move on to the point. To make the class interesting, one or twice I used to put videos. A part of product orientation and market orientation, we'll understand this positioning first of all, and then move on to product orientation. Marketing positioning involves arranging for a product to occupy a clear, distinctive, and desirable place relative to competing products in the minds of target consumers, which is accomplished through formulating competitive positioning of a product and detailed marketing mix. So putting in minds of a consumer that this product is something very, very important, reminding that this product's usefulness, reminding that this product is that satisfactory if you can create it in a way is known as market positioning. So you can see here, okay, some approaches that a business might use to position its products are. Can you write these things? First one, you can write the benefits offered by the product. Number one, the benefits offered by the product. Number two, the unique selling point. Unique selling point means the feature which makes them different compared to the other business people. Second thing, USP, USQ, unique selling point, USP. Number two. Number three, the characteristics, qualities of a product. The characteristic qualities of the product. Number four, the origin of the product. Okay, so we have for the origin of the product. Then number five, the classification name of the product. The classification name of the product. Okay, so I will play you one more video, but before that we'll finish the part. So what is these five points of market positioning? First thing, they speak about the benefits of the product. So what are the good things of this product, using this product? Like, for example, if you take iPhone, the durability, the longevity, the usefulness, the amount of time it takes to charge, fast charging model, all these things are awesome. And also it has iWatch, so it can calculate your heart rate, and there's iBottle, where when you drink water, how much of water you need to drink is also explained in iWater bottle. Do you know that iWater bottle? How much of water you need to fill, how much you need to drink, it will always come up with an alert in your watch. So you can connect your iWatch or iPhone to iBottle and use it. So number two is unique selling point. Why you need to take iPhone? Because of the brand. Maybe something you love is the quality. Even if it falls, it doesn't go display like if you take compared to Samsung, the display doesn't go that faster in iPhone. That's something which you can notice. Then the next thing we can speak is the characteristics, qualities of the product. Like you take different product, different company have different way of approaches. Pringles has its own way of representing that the quality, they are the best superior chips in entire world. There are a lot of chips coming, but to the level of Pringles, there's no other companies. The model, there's a lot of even Mr. Potato is copying Pringles the way they are printing, but not to the level of Pringles. Number five, number four, origin of product. So now, for example, people love to purchase product if they say made in Switzerland rather than saying made in Sri Lanka. I don't know why people of Sri Lanka have this mindset. When we say made in Sri Lanka, they always think twice to purchase the product. But when they say made in China, still they think twice. Made in Switzerland, made in UK, they will always go for it, whatever the price it is. So that's the reason even Switzerland students are coming to Sri Lanka in online and they bargain because it's Sri Lanka. So anyway, we are the number one biggest bargaining economy. The classification name of the product. The product's name itself can be a market. Now, for example, McDonald's became the world's number one product. Do you know what's the reason? Do you have any idea? Why McDonald's became number one world's product? What might be the reason? There were two reasons for this. So number one is McDonald's name. The name McDonald itself a awesome brand. When you call McDonald, actually McDonald was a person who started a shop on a street burger. He was selling his burger very fast. So then his children took this McDonald's company and was running. Unfortunately, they didn't establish this company around the world. They had only one store in one particular place. There was a guy who went to sell machines, juice machines. His name was Ray Kroc. He found that this company is very fast and super serving. In 20 seconds, they used to give a burger. Years back, they need to stay in line to eat burger. In 1950s, when people were eating burger, they used to stay in like 25 minutes to 30 minutes to get a burger. But this company only served 20 seconds to 30 seconds to serve a burger. So he was impressed to the level he took the entire company under his feet, and even the people of the company was kicked out. It's a big story. It's a very interesting story. If I say about McDonald's, I'm one of the best fan of McDonald's. I read a lot of books about McDonald's. So if you speak about McDonald's, you can speak the entire day. Ray Kroc is an intelligent, awesome person. He started taking McDonald's at the age of 60. Until 56, he was selling juice bars in every in road and companies. But by 60, he was world's number one billionaire because of McDonald's. So that's what we say. Life can change anytime. So don't give up so soon. So then we have these people differentiated product. Now, when we ask people, is McDonald's a burger business? What would people say? What do you think? Is McDonald's a burger business? Actually, McDonald's business is not burgers. McDonald's is selling real estates. People doesn't know, understand this. Okay, let me explain this concept. Now you want McDonald's brand. Okay, so now you are a person staying here. Right? So now I'll put some hair for you. A smiley face. Keep you happy. So now you are going to McDonald's and buying this franchise. McDonald's sells franchise. So when you buy franchise, the brand name of McDonald's, what happened? McDonald's says that first thing you need to buy a land. Okay, to put the McDonald's, you need a land. So McDonald's says we will sell you a land. So where are you from? You are saying I'm from Sri Lanka. Okay, I'll give you a land in Havelocks. Okay, you should do business only in Havelocks. Then you are like, what hell on earth? Can't I do the business in Ratnapura? Then they are saying no. You need to buy the land from us. That's the franchise cost. So what happened? You are purchasing the land from this particular person, McDonald's, or yeah, most probably, or you will take it for rent. So you need to pay a rent for the land, and then you set in by constructing a place. And you will not, once you come into this place, either if you own the land, you will not break the place, or even if you rent the land, still you will not break the place because you value the land's cost. So after you purchase this land, maybe Sri Lankan rupees. So if you purchase for 150 million this land, you get the franchise name of McDonald's to start up. But apart from that, you have the setting up cost, the land cost, construction. Maybe it will cost another 100 million. Is it worth to invest 250 million on a brand? But it's because people know you more than anyone. Like if you sell a burger at 200 rupees cost, you can still sell it at 1,000, 1,500, 1,800. People will buy because of the brand. That's one of the main thing this McDonald's did. And they don't have varieties of products. They have very limited products, but specific products, and that's very tasty. That's what they are actual concern. So here they are not selling. They are not selling the burgers. They are selling the lands first of all. That's the reason McDonald's is famous for, not for burgers. It's famous for real estates. People doesn't know that. So everyone think that every business by seeing that they are doing this. Do you know what is Nokia's first business? Do you have any idea? What was the first thing Nokia was selling? Any ideas? Now you remember phone, right? Now think what might they have this sold. Do you know what was Nokia's first business? You can type and see. Nokia was selling in 18th century boots. Boots, shoes. Earlier century people used to wear shoes, big shoes. That was their first company. So Nokia was introduced as a boots company. Then they sold weapons. Then they sold fax machine. Then they went to computers. Finally, they came to phones. That's how the evolution changed from boots to phones. But people have only idea about phones. So we always need to have research on the things what we are learning. So anyway, with these things, these are the reasons why a product makes a market positioning. Then we move on to the second thing. Market positioning has two type of ways to do. One is the product orientation. Other one is the market orientation. What is product orientation? Business focus on product. It develop goods based on what it is good at doing. Germany is famous for cars because they are good in it. So they are not worried about people. They are producing the product. Then what is the market orientation? If you take USA is not famous for products. They are famous for rockets. They are famous for services. Financial services means it's USA. So that is market orientation. It's not market orientation, it's product orientation. So market orientation focus on the market is respond to customers' needs and want. What people need, they always have a watch and they'll do. Okay, so YouTube is also doing this. YouTube platforms see what people need. Now, when I started commerce with Mac, I also had this like whatever students are asking, I used to put it. That is market orientation. Product orientation, I will put and ask people to watch it. So entertainment channels follow this. Educational channel follows this. Then we move on to the next part. Advantages and disadvantages of market product orientation. So let's see the advantages of market orientation. Strong understanding of customer needs. New products have a great chance of success. So if you know the people's need, you can succeed it very easily. High research cost to understand customer need. You can't easily understand what actually customer need is. Number two, product orientation. Advantages. Encourages technological advances. Focus on quality and the product. So what is this advantages? Encourage technological advances. Focus on quality and the product. They are only worried about producing the product. You take iPhone. iPhone is also concerned about product orientation. They don't see what people need. People love to buy iPhone at cheap, but they will not do that because they are so concerned about the researching cost. They are not concerned about people's concern amount of money what they have. Doesn't take into account fashion or trends. They take into fashion and trends, but still they are not worried about people. They may not be in market. They may not be a market for it. Okay, so there are different products who works in product orientation. It can be like toys they produce in bulk, or slimes they produce in bulk, or maybe color chalks producing in bulk. They do this type of product orientation. Characteristics of market orientation. So what are the ways a market orientation can happen? Satisfactory products. Products meet the expectation of customers, 100% satisfaction. Number two, consumer trust. The company delivers as promised on goods and loyalties. So they are making a trust between them, and the more they trust the consumers are having, the more they are very, very happy. Realistic prices, they don't set high prices. Like Shine Institute can charge higher prices. Recently, they developed a pricing scheme for fast track student. Now, any student who are joining for fast track should pay 15,000 rupees per subject. Is what they made this month from June. They were saying really for 9,000, but they have increased it for 15,000. Now, actually, this price is it realistic when we compare with the payment of other institute? Yes, it is realistic because there are institute which charges 10,000 and they do fast track for 1 year. Then 15,000 is still realistic if the courses are for 4 months, because what they spend for 1 year, if they go for class, they used to spend for division, paper, theory, and they go for classes for 1 year exactly. End of the year, they will spend around 186 to 200,000 approximately for their class. If they go for individual classes, they'll end up around 400,000 a year. So 15,000 a month for 4 months, 60,000 per subject is very realistic cost. So we move on to the next part, product information. The company provides all information needed to use the product. So you will always have the available data and details whenever you want. And giving the details is one of the important things of any institution. Consumer voice. Consumers can provide feedbacks on product. So knowing what consumers are thinking about you is one of the important things every business should do when they are satisfying the consumers. Without having these five things, if a business is running, then of course they are not being market oriented. So then we move on to the next part, which we need to have an understanding. Let's going deeper. We have a few minutes, but we move on to the next part, market mapping. I want to put an advertisement to you to show you